Hello, my name is Nikita Lambert and I'm a validation coach. Welcome to my channel. I'm very happy you're here. I love helping people feel seen, especially people who grew up like me with a narcissistic mom or a narcissistic parent in general, but the parent for me who was a narcissist was a mom. And I've been growing my following over on Instagram, and what I get a lot in my inbox is like, wow, I feel so seen. I've never seen someone speak out so candidly about this experience. And I just love giving people a voice. And to be honest, it was really scary starting out because you don't hear people kind of bashing their moms. Even though it's not bashing, anyone who has a narcissistic mom knows we can't exaggerate. This is just true. These things really happen. She really said this. She really did this, but no one is speaking out. And part of the reason for that is societal, like the culture, the shame that's surrounding that. You're supposed to always be grateful for your mom. And then another reason is because of gaslighting. You might not even be sure what you think happened really happened. So that's what I want to talk about today. What is gaslighting, and what are the 4 ways that narcissistic mothers often gaslight their children? So I have my computer here because I wanted to have notes. I don't do a lot of edits. 1, because I'm not really good at editing. I'm not very tech savvy. And 2, I just don't have the time. I have a full-time job. I have a son. I have a husband. And I just don't have time. Hopefully this channel takes off and I'll be able to afford a team at some point and get some higher quality cool tech stuff going on. But for now, this is what we're working with. So what is gaslighting? Put succinctly, gaslighting is pretty much the outright denial of reality. Like if you're sharing your feelings or you're sharing what happened and an issue that you have with it, the narcissist will pretty much just flat out deny that it happened. And it really is a strategy that they put in place to gain dominance over you. And the way that they do this is, first, they establish some sort of position of trust, like they might love bomb you in the beginning. So you think like you have a connection with this person, you really like them. With your parents, especially your mom, there's this inherent trust because they're your mom. You love them, you trust them, especially when you're younger, you want to believe that they have your best interest in mind. So there's that. And then after they have this trust, and the moms, they know that you trust them because you're small and you rely on them for everything, then they just deny your reality. It's like, no, that didn't happen. And when you're told that your reality isn't real by someone you trust, it leaves you doubting yourself and it makes you feel like you're crazy and like you're losing your mind, which is really why it's such a good strategy for them. Because since you can't depend on your own judgment, you're constantly looking to them for approval, or you're just letting them win the discussion or the argument because clearly you don't remember what happened. All right, so let's get into it. Way number 1 that narcissistic mothers gaslight their children, and this is in no particular order, so here we go. They blame you, right? So first they deny reality. Oh, no, that didn't happen. And then it's your fault. You're too sensitive. You're paranoid. No one's trying to do that to you. Oh, you don't remember right. You don't have a very good memory. You're very forgetful. Oh, you're emotional. You're on your period, or your period must be coming. What in the world? So they're just putting all this doubt into your mind so you can't rely on yourself. You trust them, they deny what's going on, and then they undercut you. So you don't know what to think. You don't know what to believe. No matter what happens, you are not to be trusted. That's the main goal of this strategy, this tactic right here, is for you to believe that you can't trust yourself. And where should your trust be? And the narcissist, obviously. My mom's favorite line for me, well, there were 2. One is, Nikita, you're so sensitive. You're just being so sensitive. And then the tag along line to that was, nobody's trying to hurt your feelings. So I'm just reading the whole situation wrong. Like, you just called me names or made fun of me in front of all my friends. But then when my feelings are hurt about it, nobody's trying to hurt my feelings. Got it. Okay. Okay. Next, way number two. They will deflect or change the subject. I don't know if you've ever had this experience with your narcissistic mom, but if you're trying to pin something down, they might just start talking about something else, like themselves. Most likely it's going to be themselves. And a lot of times it's, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm just so stressed. Now is not a good time. I just got off of work. I'm really hungry. Like anything under the moon. Or I have to go help so and so. It's never a good time. It's never a good time to talk about what you want to talk about. Or they'll tie it into something else and start talking to something concept adjacent, but it's not what you were trying to talk about. And then when you try to bring it back to what you were initially trying to talk about, now you're just being a stickler and annoying and pushy and a nag. Like, can't we just have a simple conversation? I'm trying to talk to you. And it's like, but I was trying to talk to you. So that's another way. And that can make you feel crazy because you're trying to stick to this one point and they're dancing all around it. They're not just scatterbrained. This is very intentional. All right. Way number three that a narcissistic mother might gaslight her children. They will make decisions for you and tell you that you like it. Like clubs or extracurricular activities you might want to quit or not be in. Oh, but you have so much fun. Oh, but you really enjoy it. Oh, but you look so cute. Oh, clothes, especially if you telling them, I don't like this dress. I don't want to be in this dress. And then if whatever else you choose, oh, that's what you like? Okay. But you really seem to like the other one and you looked so good in it. Yeah, one story that I have is when I think I was in middle school, my mom convinced me to get on a roller coaster. Now I hate heights and I've always been very anxious, an anxious child, an anxious adult, whatever. Don't like it. And my mom kept pressuring me and pushing me to get on this roller coaster on a school field trip. And she was like, no, I know you're going to like it. And it's like, she's seen me be afraid in other settings, but she just really wanted me to get on this ride because she likes roller coasters. And I guess she just wanted me, again, to be a extension of her and to get on this ride. And so of course, she's feeding on my hunger for her affection. And she's like, you can hold my hand. And me eating it up, poor child, I can hold your hand. So I just hold her hand, I hold on her arm the whole way, and it had a huge drop. It was an old wooden rickety roller coaster at Carowinds called the Hurler, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I didn't cry, but I didn't enjoy it. But my mom made it like this huge deal that I should be, so proud and whatever. But lady, I told you I don't want to do it. So I'm not sure if you can relate to that, but those are the stories that I hear from a lot of different people of getting pushed into things. And lastly, this is a very popular one. Your narcissistic mother probably criticized the heck out of you at home in private, but then in public or on the phone, you are her shining glory, her pride and joy, where she is just so amazed by you and all of your talents and your beauty and your skills and your achievement. And it really just makes you wonder, like, who are you again? And are you talking about me? The person that you just called lazy and worthless and a burden? Now I'm so smart and beautiful and you're so proud of me and you always knew I could do it. Right, got it. So that's very common. Well, they will nitpick you and tear you apart in private and beat you down. Like I could share so many stories that people have shared with me about things that their mothers have called them and told them and done to them. But then when you get in public and then when I hug you, oh my gosh, it's too much. It's too much. So if any of these have happened to you, you are not alone. This is very, very common. I know when I first discovered what narcissism was, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a name for this? Like, I knew something was kind of off with my mom, but I didn't know it was a whole thing. So I'm here to let you know it's a thing and it's abuse. It is emotional abuse. You have been abused, and I'm very sorry. If no one has told you, I am sorry that you had to experience that, maybe even still experiencing that, you do not deserve that treatment. Because it can make you feel so like crazy and unsure of yourself, it can leave you feeling like you don't have control of your life or even your own story because you don't have a good grip on reality, because again, they've undercut you so much that you're not even sure what you can trust and what you can believe. So I specialize in validating people like you, people like me, to help you reclaim and discover your story, to take ownership of it and know, like, yeah, that really did happen. And it's okay for you to say it. And it's okay for you to be pissed off. And so I take people from victim to victorious, because you don't need to be stuck in this place of uncertainty and feeling small and attacked and nervous and on edge all the time. Because when you're constantly gaslit, that's how you feel. You just feel nervous about getting things wrong or offending people, and on and on and on and on. So if you're in a position where you would like to reclaim your story, maybe even sort out what your story is, and you're ready to go from victim to victorious, you can book a one-on-one call with me. I do these things called trauma dump sessions and validation sessions where you can just let me have it. Spill it all, pour it all. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to tone police. I'm here for you. So if you're ready to make that step, click the link in the description box and book some time with me. All right, I'm really building up this YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about what it's like having a narcissistic mom, or just want to feel like you're not alone, keep coming back. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and we can just keep this conversation going. So drop in the comments if any of this resonates with you, if you learned anything, if there's any stories you want to share. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, this has been Nikita Lambert, and I've got a lot in store for you. I'll see you next time.